Now this is a quick review of Chapter 3, the Biosphere. This chapter principally focuses on three main topics: ecology, energy producers and consumers, and the flow of energy in the ecosystems. The first topic, what is ecology, mentions that it is defined as a scientific study of interactions among organisms and between organisms and their physical environment, but also that our planet is divided into what is called levels of organization. This being species, population, community, ecosystem, biome, and finally biosphere. In a synthesized way, species are a group of similar organisms that can produce fertile offspring. Population, a group of individuals that belong to the same species and live in the same area. Community, an assemblage of different populations. Ecosystem, all organisms that live in a place together with their physical environment. Biome, a group of ecosystems. And biosphere, the entire planet. Important concepts that are related with the previous are the denominated biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors are defined as the biological influences on organisms, and abiotic factors as the physical components of an ecosystem. The last point of the theme, what is ecology, refers to the ecological methods, which are observation, experimentation, and modeling. Observations are often the first step in asking ecological questions. Some are simple, others don't. Experimentation is used to test hypotheses that an ecologist may have, and modeling is used to understand phenomena which is difficult to study because it happens over very long distances or very long periods of time. The second main topic of the chapter, energy producers and consumers, explains the classification of different organisms. For instance, autotrophs, that produce their own food using solar or chemical energy, or primary producers, the first organisms to produce energy-rich compounds that are later used by other organisms. However, to fully understand the function of each one, it is crucial to be familiarized with the concepts of photosynthesis, that uses light energy to power chemical reactions that produce oxygen and carbohydrates out of carbon dioxide and water, and chemosynthesis, that produces carbohydrates from chemical energy. Now, consumers, which are organisms that rely on other organisms to obtain energy and nutrients, are heterotrophs, which means that they cannot create their own food. Moreover, they are divided into different types. We have carnivores like lions or snakes that kill and eat other animals. Herbivores, as the macaw, that obtain energy from leaves, seeds, and roots. Scavengers, like the vulture, that consume the carcasses of dead animals. Omnivores, such as humans or birds, that naturally eat both plants and animals. Decomposers, as bacteria or fungi, that feed by chemically breaking down organic matter, producing detritus. And detritivores, that feed out of the produced detritus particles. The last topic of the chapter is named Energy Flow in Ecosystems. It tells us that the energy flows in a one-way stream from primary producers to different consumers. To express that relation, scientists use food chains and food webs. It is important to know that they are different, since a food web is a series of steps in which energy is transferred by eating or being eaten, while a food web is a network of complex interactions formed by feeding relationships among organisms. Although in either a food chain or a food web, disturbances may appear. For example, in the ocean, an oil spill will kill a considerable amount of organisms that will affect the relationship in the chain or web. This topic also mentions the trophic levels and ecological pyramids. A trophic level is each step in a food web or food chain. An ecological pyramid shows the relative amount of energy and matter contained within each trophic level. The three different types of pyramids are the pyramid of energy, the biomass pyramid, and the pyramid of numbers. The first one shows the relative amount of energy available in each trophic level. Generally, only 10% of the energy of one level passes to the level above. The biomass pyramid shows the relative amount of living organic matter available at each trophic level. And finally, the numbers pyramid shows the relative amount of individual organisms at each trophic level. And that's basically all what comes in chapter 3.